I'm Charan. So I will be your instructor for this ServiceNow course. So before starting this session, does anyone have experience in ServiceNow, or do anyone know what ServiceNow is?
Yeah, yes, Charan, I have the experience in ServiceNow.
Okay, in which module you have?
I worked on ITSM module,
Okay.
yeah, with 1 year of experience.
hmm Okay. Any other who have any? I mean, who know anything about ServiceNow? Michael Christie.
Yeah, I have worked in ITSM, but not in service now. Another product I have experience.
Okay.
So I would like to explore ITS for service now.
hmm
Um, yeah, uh, process I know, but technical wise, I would like to gain the knowledge.
Okay. Good to know. Daipo and Michael, anyone? Yeah.
I don't have some experience in ServiceNow. I never worked on it as an administrator or asset management, but I use it in terms of like ticketing mostly to take care of incidents, create incidents, submit incidents, pretty
hmm
much incidents and requests and card requests and stuff. So that's what I use it for currently in my organization. So yeah.
Okay. So now in this course, we'll be teaching ServiceNow administration and the ServiceNow development course, right? So firstly, we'll kickstart today's session with an introduction. Like, let me share my screen. Yep. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So actually, the ServiceNow is as Michael said, it is a ticketing tool from one side, but then it has a more other functionalities as well, right? So we use ServiceNow to manage all the IT services. Right? For example, leave management, customer service management. We do have different modules for CMDB to manage the organization devices and all. So something more, right? So firstly, we'll look what ServiceNow offers and what ServiceNow is, right? ServiceNow is basically a cloud-based software company which supports IT services and manages management and automations. Like it will solve a lot of business processes, right? ServiceNow provides us a customer experience and employee experience, and we say ServiceNow is a low-code and low-code platform, right? ServiceNow came up with the tagline. So, for example, if any functionality which can be attained without code, that is appreciated, is what ServiceNow says. Right? So ServiceNow, there is a history of a ServiceNow. Fred Ludy is a founder of ServiceNow. It was found as a GlideSoft in 2003. Later, it was renamed as a ServiceNow. It is getting popular from past 10 years, actually, right? So Bill McDermott is a current CEO of a ServiceNow. So you will have why ServiceNow is popular, right? So for this, these are the reasons which mainly describes why it is popular, because ServiceNow is flexible for businesses, and it can be integrated with many third-party applications. For example, if you name some application, there is an integration with ServiceNow. For example, Microsoft Teams have integrated with ServiceNow, right? Likewise, ChatGPT, GenAI, everything has a integration with ServiceNow. So we can I mean, there are much more integrations which is coming up, and we can do automations in ServiceNow. Say we can do end-to-end automations. For example, from the catalog ordering to it delivers, so everything can be automated using ServiceNow. And if we come to language translations, there are like multiple language translation. For example, based on the user location, right? The instance and the words can be translated. And there is something called workflow in ServiceNow, which can be automated. Uh, which will make our developers life easy. And it is a mainly ServiceNow is a cloud-based platform where we don't need to download any softwares or anything. Everything will be managed by ServiceNow itself via cloud. Right? Do you people have any idea what is cloud? How it works?
Cloud is nothing
Uh,
but like availability on demand.
Shared platform.
Sorry.
Shared platform where
Yeah.
multiple tenants are accessing the service.
Hmm. Yeah, that is correct. So cloud, for example, let's say I've prepared this PPT to give a demo to my client, and let's say I've my laptop OS got crashed. Okay. In that case, if I have this PPT in my cloud or OneDrive or somewhere, so I can just simply get a new laptop and as soon as I go to office, and I can present it to my client, right? So we don't need to install anything on our local system. Everything will be handled in cloud itself, right? So when we come to ServiceNow versions, there are like multiple ServiceNow versions which is named with the state names, right? The current version which is going now is Xanadu. So every 6 months, so every 6 months, ServiceNow is coming with the new version and new updates. That's why it is getting very popular as well. There are new features which is come up with the Xanadu update. For example, so there is a GenAI integration which is done in as part of a Xanadu release. For example, let's say I want to design some workflow, or I want to uh, design a report for our end client. So for that, I don't need to sit and code everything. If I give some draft version to the GenAI, it will build a report, or it will build a flow for me, right? That easy it made in the Xanadu version. So these are the features and overview of the service. Now we'll look at what are the modules and how ServiceNow is helpful for us, right? Yeah. So there are multiple modules, guys, as I've already mentioned. So there are multiple modules in ServiceNow. For example, let's take ITSM. ITSM is nothing but uh, give me a minute, guys. I'm getting a call. Yep. Sorry, guys. So ITSM is nothing but information technology service management. For example, to manage day-to-day activities. Like for example, if you order something in Amazon or any other shopping sites, so we'll have a track to it, right? Similarly, in ITSM, if we gonna raise a ticket for laptop repair or any other issue, we will have end-to-end track, right? If you go to a service center and give your laptop for repair, then we don't know what the process is happening at the back end, right? Once it is done, they'll say this is done, and they're gonna say it in some technical terms which we definitely not gonna understand. So but in ITSM module, no, in service, no, we'll have track for everything. For example, when you submit a ticket, it will trigger an email to the end customer as well as the assignee whom it is assigned to, and we'll also get end-to-end updates. For example, whenever the state changes or whenever some repair is done to your laptop, everything will be notified to the clients as well, right? Clients in sense the incident raiser, right? We do have a module called CMDB where all the organization devices and things will be mapped and stored in this table. For example, let's take bigger organizations like Accenture or TCS and kind of thing. So when we go to that large companies, there will be multiple devices and multiple employees who is working on that companies, right? So in that cases, it will be very difficult for them to manage all the devices in Excel or track them in an Excel or something. So instead, ServiceNow provides something called CMDB, where all the devices, peripherals will be uh, stored in this device and will have mapping. For example, let's say a MacBook is given to Charan, then it will be tracked in the CMDB table, right? Likewise, we do have a module called HRSD, which is for hiring a new people and all. And we do have customer service. Customer service is nothing but whenever we buy a product or anything from online, so the service which is provided by the product manufacturer side, right? For example, if we face any damage or if we face any concerns with that devices, then they're gonna assist us or they're gonna replace the item, something like that is there, right? So those things will be managed those things will be seeing it in a customer service management, right? And we do also can create some custom applications like leave management and all, which is why ServiceNow is flexible, right? Till here, you have any doubts, guys? You understand what this ITSM, CMDB, and CSM works? What is the process?
Yes.
Michael, Christy.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
but
So,
can we?
mhm,
I have a question. Can
yeah.
we associate the device information and ITSM, integrate these two modules to, possible, right? To
No, actually,
integrate.
this is already integrated. So we cannot say that is integrated. So we will use CMDB in ITSM as well. For example, so this is an incident table. Okay. So I'll open an incident table. So I can say to which device I am facing an issue. For example, this is a configuration item, which I said, right, CMDB. So I can select the item like for this device I'm facing an issue. I can select this device and I can write a short description like what the issue I'm facing. I can
Mm.
detail explain the issue and I can raise a ticket so that the assignee who gonna work on this issue uh, will work on this ticket and they'll resolve
Mm.
the issue for us.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So the course curriculum, I think you have been shared with course curriculum, is it?
No.
No.
Okay.
No. Right.
So this is a course content which we will be going throughout this course. There is actually 80 to 90 plus topics which we'll be covering. So as of the day one, we will be seeing what is ServiceNow, what is the I mean, what IT problems ServiceNow is solving, what is cloud and job opportunities in ServiceNow and so training details. Okay. So similarly, we do have so firstly, I think first 10 to 12 days we'll be seeing only the administration part, how the ServiceNow administration works. After 12 days, we'll be moving slowly into a ServiceNow development part, the scripting part, right? Uh, may I know who are all have scripting experience in here?
I'm having.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, in which scripting you have experience? For example, JavaScript, Java, or some other thing.
I was
I
working in
have
C
knowledge.
Sharp and a JavaScript also. Okay.
Yeah, I have knowledge in Java and JavaScript.
Okay, Michael, what about you?
Yeah, my scripting experience has mostly been just SQL. Do I need like Python or Java or any other aside from them?
Actually, we'll be required we need to learn JavaScript for this actually. In ServiceNow, we'll be using 40 to 50% of JavaScript, so it is better to have a JavaScript knowledge. If you don't have
Okay.
so, no worries. We'll be going through JavaScript also. I'll provide few videos where you can learn JavaScript basics.
Okay. It sounds good. I'll be looking forward to that.
Yeah. So we'll see cloud. In cloud, no, there are three things. We'll say SaaS. We'll say PaaS, PaaS, and IaaS, right? So ServiceNow is a SaaS and PaaS based uh, software, right? What this SaaS means? SaaS means it is a software as a service, right? PaaS is a platform as a service, and IaaS is a infrastructure as a service. So ServiceNow falls under these two things: software as a service and platform as a service. Because ServiceNow provides a online platform, online platform where we can build our own applications based on our client requirements. That's why we call it as a ServiceNow as a platform as a service, right? And we do call ServiceNow as a software as a service because it is a platform where we can use existing applications and attain our business goals, right? But it is not a infrastructure. ServiceNow is not a infrastructure, right? You got it.
Yes.
So if we see current job opportunities for ServiceNow, let me log into any job searching website like Naukri. Let me search for service now. See, there are 3,15,000 approximately. There are 3 lakh service now job opportunities are there in current market, correct? So you will be able to see different roles in this things. For example, ServiceNow HRSD developer, ITAM developer, like ServiceNow developer. So these kind of things you will be able to find. So if we compare it with any other job markets, for example, uh, JavaScript. So there are only 7,000 job market for JavaScript as of now. I'll say Angular developer or Angular I'll say commonly. So there are only 5,000 job opportunities, right? So I see I see comparatively to the other job markets, ServiceNow job market is very high, at least at this time, right? There are like 3 lakh job opportunities. Currently, there are a lot of MNCs also hiring ServiceNow developers actively, right? Do you know, do you have any idea what are the, you can say what are the work experience you have in which technology? I can search for the technology. Let's see how many job opportunities are there on that technology.
Full stack developer. Java.
Sorry, full stack. Okay. So if I search for full stack, there is only 10. Okay, let me say Java developer. So there are 39,000, right? Any other?
Power BI. Snowflake.
Mm. See, there are, I see comparatively, there are only less job opportunities for other jobs actually, right? So when we go to training details, we'll be having 45 to 50 days of training classes, which throughout which we will be discussing about ServiceNow administration and ServiceNow development course. So in this ServiceNow development course, we'll be providing you the real-time scenarios on scripting parts. There are something called business rules, script includes, and client scripts and all. So we'll be providing real-time scenarios for that, because whenever you go for an interview and sit for an interview, right, the interviewer will directly ask what is the use cases which you have recently solved for your clients, they'll be asking. So at that time you should be able to answer this kind of you should be able to answer correctly, right? So for that we will be giving you the real time use cases which we have personally solved for our clients, right? Similarly, we'll be at the end of this training we'll be giving one mini project which will cover all the topics which we are teaching you in this training, right? So that you will be able to understand the end to end process of the ServiceNow developer role, right, as an ITSM developer. So, and we'll be giving real-time use cases. So here also we'll be providing you real-time use cases, but then only for practicing purpose. But then here we'll be conducting like a small test kind of thing by giving you 50 real-time use cases, so that you will have much more exposure on the scripting part. At the end of the session, we'll be also giving 250 plus interview questions where you can prepare for your interviews.
Any after this course, any chance of like internship or something and the remote, not direct, at least on the remote real-time projects?
Internship, I can't say, but then with this knowledge, if you go for any interview, I can say like you can crack it, because whatever you learn here, no, all these topics and whatever I gonna teach will give you a knowledge of what 3 years ITSM developer has. I mean, 3 years of ITSM developer experience has.
At the end, they will ask, you have any real, oh, even though we crack technically, they would
So
have
that's why I'm
asked like,
providing you one mini project which will cover end to end. So you can highlight this in your interview as well.
oh, okay.
So what is like the duration of each day training? Is it gonna be like an hour every day or
Yeah,
an hour a day, no, 2 hours? Yeah.
it gonna be a hour, 1 hour a day.
Okay.
Yeah. I think 8 to 9 in Indian Standard Time. So from tomorrow we'll be seeing what instance means in ServiceNow, types of instance in ServiceNow, these kind of topics. So I've separated day wise actually. So this curriculum is part of previous batch, but then the same thing will gonna be use it for this batch as well, right? Any other doubts? Go over then typo.
No
Live
comment, bro.
recording will be shared, right?
Sorry.
Recording will be shared, right?
Yeah, recording will be shared to you via Google Drive.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have any doubts regarding this training, or you have any doubts regarding the house ServiceNow training and anything?
So, Karan,
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with Java
Okay.
or script writing, so even with the videos, I'll be coming with you with questions.
Okay. How you can come with your questions you're asking?
Okay.
So you can. So we have a WhatsApp group, right? You can text me there, or you can have my number. You can text me personally in WhatsApp. If you have any doubts, I'll personally connect with you people to guide you through that.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. So
Uh,
once we, Mhm, yeah, yes, Christy. Go on.
yeah, it's possible only in the cloud because see, sometimes say here there is a problem with the data privacy. So here it will not allow us to save outside the organization in some cases. So in that case, any alternative methods is there?
I didn't get your question. You're asking of service now, or
Yeah, service now, service
so?
now.
Mhm. As it is
Yeah,
a
on-prem.
hmm.
Because data, at least, not on the interface.
Mhm.
Is there any possible to store data on-prem for
No,
this?
no, there is no on-prem storage. Everything will be handled by ServiceNow in cloud only, Christy. So
Oh,
there is no worries about data privacy and all. Everything will be secured.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is how the ServiceNow instance work. I think Michael will have a exposure to it because as he has worked in tickets and all.
I just wanted to clarify, this covers both the developer and administrator
Yeah,
parts. Is that the training covers? Okay.
correct. Training covers both the administrator and the developer. I think once you complete this course, you can apply for ServiceNow developer. I mean, ServiceNow as an ITSM developer, you can apply for jobs. Because administrator is a basic level. For example, let me go to Naukri again. PayType ServiceNow will see only few job opportunities for ServiceNow administrator, but then we do have a lot of opportunities for as a ServiceNow developer. If we are familiar with ITSM, then we will be it will be easy for us to learn other modules like I said, right, CMDB, HRSD, CSM, and these modules will be easy because the scripting whatever we learn in ITSM will be using same thing in other modules as well, but then the difference is the tables and the process will be different.
Then what is the difference with the implementation specialist? Because I saw this role as well many places, ServiceNow implementation specialist.
Implementation specialist is what it's like. They're also a kind of developers. They'll be implementing these solutions in the client instances.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other doubts regarding this training? Any other doubt, guys?
No.
Okay, so if everyone is okay, then we can wind up this session today early. But then from tomorrow we'll, s- I mean, utilize a whole 1 hour and we can discuss because from tomorrow on only we'll be deeply go into a instance and we'll be looking at what ServiceNow instance is and everything. Okay, is
Okay.
that fine?
So, question:
Mhm.
Do you want us to have an account on ServiceNow as a
Yeah,
developer?
so there is a good question. So we do need to have a account like that is not payable, but that is a free of cost only. We do have something called a personal developer instances, right? Where we can request an instance and we can practice whatever we learn here in these classes. So this will replicate what paid instances have, but then a few functionalities will not work in this personal developer instance. That's it.
Are you going to be sending us the link to create an account on those developer
No worries.
link?
We'll cover it, Michael. So we do have we'll cover everything in this training only. We'll guide you through the account creation and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't know. I mean, you don't need to worry about anything. But then, just for information, I'm saying like we'll see how to create an instance, how to request a personal developer instance, and where to start and everything. Right.
So, do we have the release, a specific release we need to do,
Yeah,
or
we do
just
have an
anyone?
option to release. I mean, we do have option. For example, let's say, let me go to an official website of a service now and show you. Mm, so these are all the versions which is ServiceNow released, right? So everything will be starting with the state names. So currently we are in the Xanadu version, okay? So ServiceNow will support only previous two versions. For example, now we are currently in Xanadu. ServiceNow will support Washington and Vancouver version. If we go beyond Vancouver, like Utah and Tokyo, ServiceNow will not provide any updates on these versions, and they will not like take any requests or any queries from you if you're gonna be in beyond these instances. Whenever we practice, we will be practicing everything in a latest instance only, latest version only.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll be able to see those things here. For example, the current version which I'm using is Xanadu, and the previous two versions are Washington DC and Vancouver.
Okay.
Yeah. So the upcoming version is listed here, which is Yokomi. Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah, okay, guys. If everything is good, so and another thing I want to mention you here, like if you have any doubts, you can raise a question then and there itself, so that you can get your doubts clarified. Else, if you have doubts while practicing, as I've already mentioned, you can personally ping me via WhatsApp, or you can ask administrator to give my contact, so that we'll connect personally, and we can discuss about your doubts. Right?
Okay.
So do we share email address on the group?
My email address.
Not your own. I mean, the Google Drive you want to send. How do
That
you want
will
to
be
send?
shared by admin. Yeah, that will be shared by admin. You can contact admin regarding this access.
Okay.
Yeah. Once I request you people to send your personal email addresses, so that I can share this course curriculum as well with you people, so that we'll have a track on it.
Okay.
Yep. Other than that, everything is good. Or you
Good.
still have any questions? Yeah. Yeah, Michael and other guys, you have any doubts?
No, not yet.
I'm good.
Mhm. Okay, good to hear that. Okay, guys, then we'll wind up today's session. I think we are left with another 20 more minutes. But then we'll wind up this session today early. But then from tomorrow on, we'll utilize 1 hour to go through all these topics and clearly and deeply, right?
So quick one, I'm in CSC, so I'll join at 8:30 from tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. my time.
Sorry, I didn't get
I'm
you,
in
Michael.
CS Central Standard Time, so I'll join from 8:30 CST, correct?
Yeah, today you
Okay.
joined at 8:30 only, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the same timing. Yes.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Taibu. Thanks, Christy.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, bye bye.